What up, YouTube? I am your host, Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews, back in here with one more video. I broke my bro, Sam.
Yo,
say what
good,
up,
baby?
man.
What's good, baby?
You good?
Shout out to all the people out there. What's happening?
Listen. So I had to bring my bro through. Similar to the last videos that I've done before, I want to bring my bros through in order to react to these alpha female strategy type videos, for better, for worse. So I say some of the videos we react to is things that we agree with. Some of them we do not agree with. But we don't know which is which until we actually get into the video. Now, the person that we found, whose video this is actually a female dating coach. She's a woman dating coach. So we just picked the video on her home screen and we're just gonna talk about it without seeing
Real
it.
time,
real feedback. You know what I mean? Anything to say before we get started, bro?
man. I'm just excited to be here. It's a long time coming.
It's a long time.
We're not gonna, dance around the subject. We're gonna get right to it. We'll get people what they want.
Let's talk about it. All right. So without further ado, let's get right at it.
Hates Bage Fletcher, B-A-J-E, author of A Gold Digger's Guide, that's G-O-A-L, How to Get What You Want Without Giving It Up. The number one turnoff that men have about women is desperation. Are you desperate? Let me stop. But for real, the number one turnoff for men is desperation. Of course, the number one turn on is a woman who's confident. But the thing is, a lot of women come off desperate without even knowing it. Yeah, a lot of women come off desperate without even knowing it. So some of those ways is review your Twitter and your Facebook, review your social sites. If most of what you talk about is men and your ex and how you want to have kids, you're ready for kids and your clock is ticking and you're so lonely. Oh my God, you need to erase all of that crap. Erase all of that crap, because just by your social site, a man can gauge, how you're feeling and if...
Yo, so just real quick. So I feel like I'm gonna like the things that she's going to say,
Yeah, I feel the same way. She's on the vibe.
Although she wrote a book about how to be a gold digger.
A gold digger, she's automatically telling y'all that y'all should be focused on the bag.
Yeah. So
and that's kind of real though, because I think a lot of people try to just, it's like I want to be in love, blah blah blah. But these chicks really want the bag. Security is important.
At the end of the day, that's that hypergamy lifestyle. However, though, I do feel with what she's saying. Like, honestly, for me, if I'm meeting someone and I don't know anything about them, what I usually try to do is get some form of social media, and then that's when the judgment begins.
Yeah.
I feel like it's got to start nice and early, because you can tell before you even meet them what type of person that they are. I don't know if you utilize things like that as well.
I totally do that. I think when she talks about desperation and confidence, like, hands down, if you confident, you going to the gym, you doing your thing, I'm telling you, we liking. The moment you start saying, these men ain't nothing, blah, 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 I'm looking for a man, ain't nothing good, like all that kind of stuff, automatically dead. This person is looking for somebody to complete them, and it's just not attractive at all. Yeah. If you own your stuff and investing in yourself, it's just that simple. Yeah. But we're gonna talk about it though.
No, we gonna talk about it. But I tease out certain things from their profile. Like, and I mentioned this before. If you come across profiles where they got, it's nothing but just selfies,
thirst traps,
or listen, this is one chick that I follow, and I don't know why I follow her, but she tries to fit her ass in every single photo that she takes. Like, everything. Listen, every single photo, there's and
you cannot
some ass in the photo.
Look, and you cannot cover the ass shot with whatever you're talking about, because a nigga is just looking right at the ass. Like, we just looking. But
she knows that, and she's searching for validation. Like, she's searching for validation. So what that is an insecure woman, and that's a desperate. That's a desperate, insecure woman. Yeah, you might get likes, sweetheart, but at the end of the day, a dude who is confident, knows himself, has an abundance mindset, he's looking at those things
no, definitely headache. Like, that translates to you need attention. You seeking attention. Now, and that's a disease to me.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean he's not gonna go after it.
I might like the ass.
Yeah, it don't mean he's not gonna slide in your DMs.
Don't be coming to me with some I want something serious, blah blah blah. When you showing everybody in the world all your goodies, like, and then talking about my goodies is in the bag and I can't have none. I'm trick or treating for real.
Yeah, I don't know. And I hear about this whole like, what's the Amber Rose, like the slut walk thing.
Man, listen,
I know it's 2019. You can live your best life and do whatever you want and show it to whoever you want, but just understand that people are watching your moves.
And it screams desperation. I don't care, like, whatever you want to say it is, whatever, if it's empowering or whatever, it's all how people perceive it. And you can complain about how people perceive, you say they haters, blah, blah, blah. Women should have the same right to bang everybody, do whatever you want. Nah, you wanna dick too? Like, I mean, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like, why do you want that? Yeah. It just feels like you just searching for something. Again, it just speaks to you not being whole. And you look at some validation as why you acting the way you do. You acting out of character. You ain't gotta do all that. So that's how I feel. Desperation is a disease. Attention is a disease. All that.
Yeah.
So we gonna see what she say about it. But
yeah.
Other than the gold digger part, I mean, at least she's 100 with it. A lot of y'all be lying. Y'all don't want no broke nigga.
But a lot don't, like, they're not lying. They just they do one thing and then or they're taught to do one thing but they actually do another, right? And again, that's back to the hypergamy mindset. But anyway, let's get back into the video quickly. See what else you got to say.
And if and what you think about the most, and if all you're talking about is men and how lonely you are, and you're not in a relationship and you're single, ready to mingle, it's desperate. It's desperate. Period. It's desperate. Period. A man can tell if you're desperate by the way you dress. It's a difference between being confident, and it's a difference between having to show everything because you feel insecure. You ain't gotta let it all out all the time. But you don't have to let it all out all the time. You should be confident enough to, pass the first few dates. You can meet him in some sandals. You can meet him in a casual outfit with some sneakers. You don't have to be in heels and hang out, tight clothes all the time. Like, a man needs to know that you're confident in yourself, and he needs to get with that.
So I agree to a degree.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I like sexy. Like.
Yeah. Like, still, like, don't, like, what type of sandals? Are we talking about, like, some Gucci flip flops?
Bunions? She ain't get her nails done?
Open toe chancletas. Like, she coming with the Jesus sandals? Like, is that what she's coming? If she's doing that, oh boy, she doesn't care about you.
And so, like, yeah, I would totally disagree with this to an extent. Like, you presenting to me how you take care of yourself, to me is how you gonna take care of me. You doing, like, she got her nails done, hair done, she looking good. Now, flaunting all your assets and goodies, yeah, I'm not gonna respect that. I'm gonna feel like I need to throw ones. I'm gonna be 100. I mean, there's levels to it, like.
Yeah, there's a time and a place, and I don't know, I feel like a dude that, is about his purpose, is about his business, like, I don't know, like, it's different strokes for different folks, and you'll see dudes like, what's that, like Ice-T, Coco, and
even Kim Kardashian to a extent.
Did she cheat on him?
Yeah, probably, but they all cheat. But even like Kanye and Kim, like, he be saluting that she be naked on the thing and all that. Like, I mean, she got the bag though.
Yeah, so I mean, she does, yeah, but so does he. But he also has a bit of mental illness. So
I think that does play a huge part. Like, you got to be like, yo, I know my girl out here slutting it up or whatever. I'm accept that. But
and at the end of the day, like, again, different strokes, different folks. Some dudes just don't care, but some do. So like, as a woman, you gotta think about the way that you portray yourself. Like, we are watching. Like, we'll notice if, like, even not even just like in a dating relationship, but like for your career as well. Like, it's noticeable. The woman that comes into work that has that's too far down, or they're wearing like spandex or something like that. Like it's just like, whoa, wait a minute. Like why are you not taking better care of how your image is represented? Like,
I think that's important, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Lady in the streets and a freak in the sheets. You feel me? I think there is something to say about it. Like, she can carry herself. She can look good. You know what I'm saying? You can curve it out a little bit, but it's still classy. It's still classy. But if you know what I mean? If you got that side of you, it's a place. It's a time and a place for it.
It's a time and a place.
Again, don't seek attention. Like, it's confidence. Confidence doesn't mean butt naked. Can we say that? Confidence does not mean showing everything you got. That's nudity. That's something completely different. If you gotta do that to feel confident, then I'm already questioning.
Yeah.
Because you're doing the most.
Yeah, it's like, you know, proclaiming confidence versus actually being confident. You know, such as like, you know, an example I've talked about in a similar video is, you know, a dude that says that he's an alpha. Like at the point that you say or proclaim that you are something is probably what you're insecure about.
Facts. You gotta state it. It should come. You should be able. I can look at this. I can look at a woman and like the way she carrying herself. Like, oh, she got it going on.
Right. Yeah.
You ain't gotta say it. We gonna see it.
It just is.
I mean, ooze out of it. Like, But we don't mind the tight spandex though. Don't stop wearing it. Like, don't keep wearing the heels. Like, we like. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, next thing you know, she'll come in full down to the ground. Like, you got none? Like, what you? Like, no. That's not what I said. I said you don't have to show it all. But I appreciate the way you're built. Thank you.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with sophisticacy. You know what I mean? Like, I appreciate that from time to time. You know what I mean? But you know, there's a time and a place for everything.
So I do. We agree with that point.
Yeah. All right.
He needs to get with that. Some other ways that women come off desperate is, okay, and men will test you on this too. When they just meet you, most of them, it's not like they're ready for, especially in their 20s and 30s, it's not like they're ready for marriage and they're ready for kids and they want a monogamous relationship. But they can't tell you that because they know that's what you want. So they'll say, yeah, you know, I'm ready for a long-term relationship and I'm ready to settle down, knowing darn well they're not most of the time. But they just feed you that to see how you respond to it, and most women just run through that door. Oh my God, me too. Like, kids were like the cutest. I'm so ready for a kid. And then the flags go up in the man's head. Women have this thing, like, most of them are just in love with the idea of being in love. They just want to get married. They feel, society makes you feel incomplete if you don't have another half and if you're not in a relationship. And for me,
just real quick, like that to me is what you describe as a beta female. Like for real though, like and I've talked about this as well, is that you know, society has a plan for you. Your culture has a plan for you. Your mother and your father has a plan for you. And if you just give in to the plan without looking within yourself and understanding what it is that you want to do with your life and how you want to live it, then you're just submitting to other people or societal norms, right? And I think that that's what she's talking about to a degree, is having the cultural pressure of this is what you think that you should have, or, you know, listening to, you know, all these love songs back in the day and thinking that like that's what life is supposed to be about, and then you get consumed with that, and then you get like, you know these emotionally disturbed people, you know, kind of on both sides of the coins. There's dudes that are affected by the same rhetoric that women are as well. You know?
And I think she hit it on the head. She's like, they're gonna come in even if they don't want that. I mean, they will say like, hey, long term, feed you this type of information because they know that's what the society pressures on you, that you're incomplete without, you know, a husband. If you're not looking for marriage, then you're not looking for anything. You might be investing in yourself, going up the career ladder, like, you know, doing a couple of things, trying to find out who you were in the society so you can be a whole, let's say, a whole meal, whole snack, whole entree, and you trying to decide, okay, do I need to focus on myself or should I just focus on marriage? And it's not really like that. You should always invest in yourself, and that stuff can come whenever it comes. But I think she's really hitting on a point that a lot of people struggle with because they lie to each other. He's gonna say whatever he needs to say to have that conversation. You're gonna be mad at him for it, but it's because that's what you want.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. Like, you know, the cultural or the societal norms, right? Have you fallen into kind of what that is?
Oh, for sure. I mean, especially here in the Midwest, like, you know, you 25 and you ain't married, you or ain't got kids or something, you automatically like 60 out here. You might as well just call it a day.
It's so true.
So much pressure out here. These girls, they looking like, even on like, you know, Tinder, Bumble, whatever, I'm looking for something serious in long term. They off top talking about you don't even know me. You don't even know nothing.
It's weird. So I'm from New York originally. Yeah, it's a little bit different. Like it's okay to be 30. Generally on the East Coast and not be married, and no one looks at you like you're crazy. But in the Midwest, it's more like Southern culture mixed with like Canadian culture. Like it's a weird, it's a weird like bottom.
Drake emotions with Southern gentlemen.
Yeah, it's a different right. So, but so culturally, it's a little bit different. So if you hit like 26, 27, I mean, and you're a woman and you're not in a relationship. Even if you're in a relationship, you're not married yet. Like generally, the rule of thumb for the family is that you like what's wrong. Like what's going on.
And it's just that what's wrong thing is detrimental, period. It's affecting your dating life. It's affecting everything because you can't even get to know anybody because you got these expectations going in. You got this thought about what it should be.
And you're trying to rush
everything.
Or will settle on something just because you feel like your clock is
or you will totally curb somebody who's just honest and like, hey, I'm making moves out here. I want to get to know you. I'm attracted to you. Let's build and let's go from there. Now, I'm not talking about marriage, and I'm not going to talk about that. That's actually somebody that's being 100 with you. Like, hey, I'm not going to gas you up, right? I'm not going to go ahead and get you going in this area, and I'm not ready.
Right.
So I think, you know what I mean? Listen to the chick when she says like, yo, be mindful of this, mindful of societal pressure. You are complete by yourself, and if you're not, honestly, that should be a first thing you should do. First thing.
All right.
For me, I tell women, you have to work on you. You have to work on your half before you try to compliment somebody else's half or before you try to be somebody else's half. That's why most relationships don't work. And that's why most relationships most marriages end in divorce because we're forced, by TV shows and magazines and all this phooey that we have to be in a relationship to be whole. That's the most...
It's bullshit.
Don't believe the lies.
Don't believe it. Don't believe it. Listen, if you are not whole, if you are not complete alone,
it is the worst.
You cannot rely on someone else to make you feel complete ever.
I'm talking about
it won't work.
No, there's no person in the world. Nobody. I don't care what he do. He could be nice. He can open the doors. He can all the kind of stuff. It won't complete you. It won't. He can't.
If you were a loser before the relationship started, and you expect that being in a relationship, she's gonna bring you beyond loser, that's how it will end. It will end like that, and you'll have that time spent wasted, and you'll still be a loser. Mm-hmm. You gotta look within yourself and be intentional about improving yourself, improving your own self-worth, and be intentional about your purpose, about what it is that you want to do in this world. There's too many things out here for you to do to wake up in the morning and not be passionate about something. If you are in your 20s, maybe 20s, like mid to late 20s, if you're not waking up and saying, okay,
I love what I'm doing.
This is what, right. Or maybe not even like I love what I'm doing, but at least have a plan to get closer to what it is that you want to do. Like I'm in a career right now, and I do like what I do like a lot. But it's things on the side that I've afforded that I love to do. But I do the stuff that I like to do for that financial security. Yes. But the things on the side, like YouTube, like talking like right here, these are things like and getting a bond with my bro, like all this, day. Like I love to do this stuff. You know what I mean? So but I figured it out. Like I'm intentional.
But did you look to do it through a woman? Did you look for like no? That's what people are not understanding. Dating is not a gateway to purpose. Dating is not a gateway to purpose. But relationships are not a gateway to purpose.
Right.
But that is not where the bag is. That's not how you get there.
It's not. But I feel like a lot of dudes don't understand the importance of purpose. They don't understand the importance of objective, right, in your life. They don't understand the importance of finding what that is, because finding what that is not easy.
No, it takes some sweat. I mean, like you ain't gonna develop muscles. It's that investment in yourself.
Yeah.
And I think you don't understand how that's going to attract what you really want because you know yourself.
Right.
So when you, a lot of times you go through relationships, you know why it's failing? Because you don't know yourself. So she can't know you.
Right.
You don't know you, and nobody knows nothing. And we just out here blind leading the blind.
Right.
That's the problem.
Right.
These incomplete people come with more incomplete, and y'all just come to dead ends.
Right, and you know why, like, all these dudes who get mad at all these ball players and the lifestyles that they live, like, you know how many hours that they do to work on their craft?
You wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Do you know how many hours? Like, but that's an athlete, right? Like, if you take that same amount of persistence that they had and intentionality about building themselves for that, and you take it into your professional life, and you in the years of schooling, you know, the years of, you know, vocational school, the grad school,
all the books you read,
all the books, the self-improvement, and you take all, and then you start building, right? And you have all the tutorials on YouTube on how to do things. Like this whole YouTube thing, I YouTubed how to YouTube. For real, and it was just hours on hours of self-learning and just stacking knowledge, building block on building block, and then now I can post things.
And I love the athlete analogy. You think it's just them going to, you know, coach and a team? They're doing it self-learning. They're going to the chains in the backyard. They're playing all the time. They're learning themselves. And what happens? You go pro.
Right. And don't be mad at them because then they get, you know, the women that they want, but they've spent the hours working at something, and yeah, what they're doing is a little bit more visible than what normal people do.
Yeah, let's be honest.
They've spent the time to do that in order, and then now they have the bounty available to them.
But a lot of people don't understand, like okay, as you gotta kind of sometimes ignore women. To do that, you can't be focused on them and what they're doing and their antics and stuff like that. How many men we see get caught up in the antics of a woman and get off their purpose?
Listen.
Like he was on point, like he was winning. Next thing you know, we got the Kardashian curse, right? You know what I'm saying? Like you totally off what you're doing.
Listen, they take a lot of time. I mean, that's like a part-time job.
Part-time.
It could be a
full-time.
Well, yeah. Well, I guess for me it's a part-time.
You ain't gonna never
yeah, not full-time because I'm too busy. Like I got too many things going on. And I don't say that acting like I'm a jerk, like you know, but it's time value. Like you know, you got to be focused as men. You got to be focused on building yourself, building skill sets, building your education. You know, no matter what it is, like book smarts or if you're a plumber, you got to be the best plumber.
Skills,
right? Like. And being a plumber that knows marketing will set you apart from just being a plumber. Like, and it's like little things like that will put you to the next level. You know, through education, learning, and all.
And we're gonna talk about all that again. But again, our main point is, don't get distracted. Don't fall into all these ideas of like how you're supposed to just totally focus on this, and this is gonna lead to that.
Right.
No, if you focus on yourself and becoming whole, like she said,
do that first.
Whether it's a female or male. I promise you won't lose. You just won't lose.
You won't?
All right.
We want to see what the rest is.
Yeah.
Ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Men are attracted to confidence, and when you're secure in yourself and you're secure and fine being single or being with somebody, then they pick up on that. But the moment you seem desperate and clingy and something's missing and you're just longing for a relationship, they pick up on that and they run. Desperation repels women. Desperation repels. Like, be confident in you. Once you're confident in you, you got to get your stuff together. You're not going to be confident unless you get yourself together, whether it be your education, your career, your surroundings, your environment. Like, just get you together. Once you feel confident, once you can stand on your own, then everybody else wants to get with that. So that's just some tips about how women come off desperate. Just
all right, listen, I think the video's over. It's great. Like we had not seen that video before.
Not at all. Not at all. I was ready to be more combative. I was
ready to go in. Like, what's up? What's up? She
like,
want these body shots. She want
you know, say Muhammad Ali with it.
Right. But it was crazy how we said things, and then she later was just talking about it. She was just confirming the things that we were saying.
So what did we learn? I think whether it's alpha strategies or male strategies, I feel like women get mad at alpha strategies, alpha male strategies, but she's saying the same thing, but maybe in a different way.
Yeah, well, she's not using words that I feel like on the flip side, alpha male strategy.
Like, you gotta be an asshole.
Yeah,
like, don't be following her. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, it's about the delivery, but the intent is the same. I mean, she was just talking about being on her purpose. She was talking about, you know, multiple things in terms in that same reign. You know what I mean? You know, so I don't know, man. I think I approve of her message.
I approve. I think it will definitely help women out here, and I feel like what she's saying will stop a lot of the foolery going on, like all the antics and stuff and all the stuff people are doing. You don't need to do that. Like, not to be objectifying, but if I see a Bentley, I like a Bentley. If it's done, blah blah blah. You ain't gotta do no commercials. You ain't gotta do nothing.
Yeah.
And so you're gonna automatically have that appeal. So the girls out there talking about this and that, or like, why I ain't no good man and stuff like that, you automatically look like you ain't holding me.
Yeah.
You're desperate.
And you know what? Too, what you just asked me is what else did I learn? And I think watching videos like this, I think I'm also learning that there's women out here just as confused as what some of these men are in the dating game. You know, and I say that from, you know, hearing this, and then also seeing how it's related to like how an alpha male strategies talking. And you look in the comments of alpha male strategies, and there's so many dudes that are turning their life around based on what he's saying.
It's empowering.
It's empowering. I mean, and it's a rule book, and it's a strategy book to, you know, get out of what dating game of what you trying to put in. And I feel like she's doing the same thing too. So it's like people on both sides of the coin, male or female, are just trying to figure this whole thing out.
And again, I think one consistent, you know, theme of both strategies or whatever, alpha theme, is self first. It's okay to be selfish. If that person's saying you selfish, you don't care about nobody but yourself, then that person's already in the beta form. I'm just saying it, because, you know, caring about yourself, you're the first gift you ever got. Like, you were born with you.
That's real.
So the more you invest in yourself, the more you can give to others. And if they don't understand that, well, end the conversation. That's how I feel it.
Hey, man, I feel it. Appreciate you coming through, man.
Always love.
Sam, as always, man, we gotta make sure we do another one, man.
Definitely, and trust me, man. Keep following, keep giving your input. We want all the input. We want the negative, the positive, but really, we're gonna have some times where we're gonna have some one-on-one with the girls. And we're gonna put the video out there. So now,
absolutely,
that's what's gonna happen next.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep on going with that. I'm gonna keep on going with this format, and we'll figure it out. If you guys in the comment sections, let me know. There's another format you want to see. You know, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff.
Click the button.
Let's click the button. Let's get the movement going. Let's keep on doing it for the culture.
For the culture. Conversation matters.
Conversation matters. Hey, man, appreciate it again.
Let's go.
Till next time. Peace.